We bought it from my parents. I lived there since 1984.
Well, I feel very bad because that's the house I love it, and also where I'm gonna live.
For them to be raised in and to grow up in and to be happy with and secure.
The current foreclosure crisis in America is devastating, with the ongoing problem getting larger by the year. 4 years ago, there were 2 million foreclosures. By last year, that number has jumped to a staggering 12.5 million. This year, economists are estimating an additional 5 million homes will experience the anguish of foreclosure. Bill Kadish and Mutti Lewis have joined forces to create Face the Music, to tackle this issue head-on and keep families in their homes.
Face the Music is the non-governmental solution to provide hope and help to those individuals or families about to go into foreclosure or facing foreclosure.
Face the Music will be a vehicle that will be able to help so many people that are going on, they're losing their homes.
I couldn't pay the mortgage.
We didn't have too many options.
I was ready to give up and give my house back to the bank.
Desperate, didn't know what to do.
That would have been the end of me, because that's my life.
First and foremost, I kept a promise, and the promise was to save at least one home. Here we are at 109 homes.
When Mutti and Bill told me that what they were doing, they're trying to save more homes, and I said to them, how are you guys going to do that? And Mutti said to me, well, we're planning on using the music. I'm an artist, and so I figured, music could be the catalyst to take this to a totally different heights. Welcome on board, because we're out on a journey to save homes.
Me and my wife had been in foreclosure for 2 years, and we finally got out of foreclosure 3.5 years ago. I had made a promise that if I could save our home, I would go out and save at least a home of a person that was struggling in life. And I found that one person and her family.
If I would have lost my home, the state would have came and taken away my 4 grandchildren. That would have been the end of me.
I met Maria Leone about 3.5 years ago as a result of reading a story about her in the Connecticut Post in the Sunday edition. The following day, I called up the Reverend that was featured in the story with Maria, and we set up the initial meeting between the 3 of us.
Well, at first I was ashamed because I thought, nobody was out there to help me. Oh, staying in my own home, giving my kids the stability to stay where they feel comfortable and happy. You don't know the feeling that it is. It's so overwhelming that it's like, oh, gee.
I have a mechanic that works on my car. I happened to tell the guy, about, how I was losing my home and how I got it saved. And he said to me, you know what, Josh? My sister is going through the same issue right now.
I could not raise that money. I was ready to give up and give my house back to the bank.
And I said, well, we save ours, so we're going to try and see if we can save hers. And so said, so done.
I was happy. I was one of the situations, my situation came through very, very good. Some people will get out the situation and some just won't.
The main 4 reasons for going into foreclosure are unemployment, underemployment, disability, and medical. And you'll see that many of the people, it's the first reason, unemployment.
Because I lost a good job, good paying job.
I couldn't pay anymore, so I couldn't make any money. I was off the work.
So I lost my job there, and I had been out of work. So besides being downsized and losing a job, it really did a job on my economic situation, that's for sure.
So I went to the bank and I went to find out if they can help me. And they did something, but which is not good for me. It was very high, the mortgage, and then I said, this is not helping. This won't gonna help me.
There wasn't a plan B.
Yeah, both of our fathers are passed away. Both of our mothers are really old. They live with family themselves, so they don't have places. So we didn't have too many options.
Didn't know what to do. Unfortunately, Bill is a good friend of mine, and he got me involved with all the paperwork needed and gave me the coaching I needed to have to get to the point of being able to go to a mediation.
He did all the paperwork, and I answered all the questions he wants, and we filled up the application, and that's what he did, and he helped me a lot.
Well, Bill intervened, went to court, went to the mediation meetings with me.
Yeah,
Relieved.
It's a weight
Desperately
lifted off
relieved.
our shoulders.
Bill saved me and saved the house, and that's what I can say.
The music basically is going to be part of our way of communicating, creating an awareness to the public.
Music is the universal language. It makes people smile, it makes people, sad, it makes people laugh. So I figured, if we do music, people will come on board and kind of understand it for what it is.
Come to the event. Be part of such a necessary change.
And knowing that one day, if we get all our resources together, get all everyone involved, musicians, regular people, whoever, welcome on board.
What we're dependent upon is the delivery of our programs. We have 3 programs that'll help everyone out there. When I say help, one of the programs can help you even after you've lost your home.
And at the same time, we're looking for, different artists out there who can come on board and help us to make this happen, help us to help other people.
We would love to see people come forward as volunteers because where this is going, there's going to be an enormous request for our services.
So, whoever out there who feels like, they're feeling this, that this really and truly touches their heart or soul, come on board, help us to make this happen.
Saving someone is one of the greatest feelings, whether you're a fireman, rescuing someone from a burning building. Saving a home is such gratification. Saving a family is even greater gratification. It's a wonderful feeling.
So if we can make a foundation where people can always look forward to face the music to help them if they're going under, to me that is the greatest feeling, man. It is indeed.
Never fail until you stop from trying. Never fail until you stop from trying. No, you never fail. Never lose until you stop from fighting. Never lose until you stop from fighting. I said, never fail until you stop from trying.